Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Madridista Notes. Tonight we are playing Athletic Bilbao at the San Mames Stadium in La Liga. We are playing really tough oppositions at their grounds. So in the recent matches, we had to go to Villarreal and get a result in the Copa del Rey, even though in La Liga we couldn't get a result there and we lost. But the good news is we got a result, we got a remontada, and some of the players look like they give a damn about the team. So that was one of the only positive feedbacks that we got from our match against Villarreal. And to be honest, the kind of oppositions we are playing now and at really, really tough stadiums, it's kind of getting us ready for the matches against, like we will be playing this um, in the middle of the week again against Atletico Madrid, and then the matches are gonna be getting a little bit. Then we are playing Real Sociedad. Then we will have to play next month Liverpool. So the matches aren't going to get any easier for Real Madrid. And because we have to play Club World Cup in the middle of February first week, I think we have to play the Club World Cup. Then, if we advance from the semi-final of the Club World Cup, then we have the finals. So the congestion of the schedule for us isn't going to let up anytime soon. So we have to just buckle up our seat belts and get ready. Get ready to play every 3 days and get the results that we expect our team to get us. It's going to be really physically tiring for them. Physically, it's gonna take a huge toll on these players, but it's Real Madrid and they have to keep their respect. They have to keep their head held high. They need to be giving more for this team. The way they have been playing, I can understand the physical excuse of not being physically ready after the World Cup. Some of these players, like Modric, Chouameni, the players who went longer, um, whose teams played the longest amount of time, like France and Croatia. The others have less of an excuse, like Valverde and Brazilians. They went out. Valverde's Uruguay went out in the group stages. Then the Brazilians went out in the quarterfinals. So I think they had more time to recover, and now they need to recover their form, recover their physical aspect, and get back into winning ways because Barcelona is already 3 points ahead of us in the league table. We are playing Athletic Bilbao at the San Mames, and everyone who watches La Liga knows what a tough ground that is to go to and get a result, get a positive result for your team. So we need them physically, mentally, tactically, every way ready to get a win from Athletic Bilbao at the San Mames Stadium. Here is the probable lineup that we can see here, but I think Modric, Camavinga, and Ceballos might not be the team. I think maybe Tony Cruz will be the one who comes in. I don't think Ancelotti is going to play Valverde on the right wing once more because the kind of debacle we had against Barcelona with Valverde on the right wing. I wouldn't play Valverde on the right wing after that. I would keep Valverde in midfield along with Camavinga and Cruz. I don't know Modric has if Modric has recovered from his physical troubles because he looked out of breath. He looked like a I don't know. He looked like a ghost on the field when he played against Barcelona. He wasn't physically any kind of shape to start that game. after giving him a rest against Villarreal. I don't know if it's a good idea to bring him back and start him in the match. Maybe he can come as a substitute. And after Ceballos' great performance in the last match, I would say let's go with maybe four man midfield instead of playing Valverde in the right wing. And as we don't have a right wing anyway, Asensio and Rodrigo are not that essential to how our team plays when they are playing on the right wing. So we play maybe a 4-3-1-2, something like that. Benzema and Vinicius as forwards. Vinicius, of course, on the left hand side, and Benzema more on the right side with Ceballos in the 10 role, Camavinga and Valverde as the center mids, and Cruz as the deep line playmaker, or we can go with Camavinga and Cruz double pivot with Ceballos and Valverde, the center mids on either side of them with Benzema and Vinicius. Whatever we do, I think it would be the best if we went with someone who can make the crucial passes, make the threaded passes like Dani Ceballos, like we saw against Villarreal. I think after his great performance against Villarreal, he deserves to start this match, and I would definitely start with a midfield four of Cruz, Camavinga, Ceballos, and Valverde. And as I said, in attack, of course, we have to start Benzema and Vinicius. In defense, Courtois keeps his place, of course. The problem is with Nacho. Nacho didn't really have a great game as a right back. He plays really, really well when we play him as a left back or as a center back. He is really reliable. But as a right back, I don't know. But the problem is we don't have any options other than Odriozola. And Ancelotti really, really doesn't rely on Odriozola for anything. So I think the back four is going to be the same, even though it was a chaotic back four against Villarreal in the first half. Villarreal could have totally ran away with the game in the first half if they were a little bit more clinical. But we have to go with the same back four, and we have to get our midfield to help that back four more so they can keep their shape defensively. We need to be solid, we need to keep our shape better. We are giving too much space in between our defenders, in between the fullbacks and the center backs. There is lots of space, and behind the defense we leave a lot of space too. Militao and Rudiger has been culprits of getting sucked into the ball, leaving lots of space behind that the opposition then capitalizes and punishes us. So I think that I think the defenders have to be really, really careful about those kind of things when they step up and get to tackle or close the passing lines or something like that. They have to make sure that they do that 100%, or else they are leaving lots of space behind that the other team is taking advantage of. Athletic Club is right now, let's check the table. I think they are right now in seventh place. Athletic Bilbao right now I think is in seventh place. Yeah, they're in seventh place. Eighth place. They're in eighth place after 17 matches played. They have won seven, drew five, lost five. So 26 points on the table. They have scored 25 goals and conceded 17 goals. So they concede one goal per match minimum. As you can see, 17 matches played and 17 goals conceded. So that's that. And let's check out Real Madrid's. We have conceded the same 16 matches, 16 goals conceded. So we are conceding one goal per match too. So there is nothing much to differentiate between Real Madrid and Athletic Club Bilbao when it comes to conceding the goals. The problem is we are not scoring too many goals. In the Villarreal match, it was an anomaly, I would say. We are having troubles creating scoring opportunities, creating scoring chances. And when we are conceding one goal per match, we need to create at least four good goal scoring opportunities. From there, our forwards or whoever scores, midfielders, will grab on at least two of them. And we are sometimes not even creating one good opportunity in 30 minutes. And we saw that against Villarreal in the first half. So we need to rectify that and get our tactical hat on, have to create goal scoring opportunities at the very minimum every 20 minutes. A solid goal scoring opportunity, not something like a half chance, like a solid goal scoring opportunity. And let's check out the team form of Athletic Bilbao. They won in the last La Liga match against Espanyol 1-0. They lost against um, they lost against Real Sociedad 3-1. They drew against Osasuna 0-0. So they are having some kind of mixed results, and you can see it's the Copa del Rey. They won 6-1, and then they lost against Real Betis. They drew against Real Betis, so they are not in a really rich vein of form too. So this is our time to catch them when they are not enjoying a great form, as we are not enjoying a great form ourselves. But looking at the quality on the field, the Williams brothers, Nico Williams and Inaki Williams, they are the most attacking potent threat of Athletic Bilbao. They will use their speed on the wings, and we have a problem on the wings. Nacho will have to be really careful how to handle Nico Williams here. I trust Mendy to handle Inaki Williams better because Mendy is a really solid defender. Nacho is a really solid defender too, but on the right hand side, he has been a little shaky in the last match. So I'm hoping that they can deal with these two goal threats because they are really good when it comes to going one on one. They are really tricky wingers. They will create a lot of havoc and problems for our defense. And in the 10 rows, Sanchez, number 8 of Athletic Club Bilbao, he has been in good form. He creates some really good opportunities for the goal scorers. His combination play with the strikers and the wingers are top notch. So whoever is playing as the deepest midfielder will have to put pressure on Sanchez and have to keep an eye on to see where he is taking his positions, the half spaces. We have to minimize his contribution in the game. We have to shadow him the whole match. I would say we have to really minimize his potential in the midfield, in the 10 role, because he can create a lot of problems for our defense with those through balls that we are having really trouble dealing with. We saw in Villarreal match. In attack, there is Guruzeta. I wouldn't say he's the something that our defense needs to be super duper be afraid of, but he's a solid player. That's it. The advantage of Real Madrid comes from the thing is the first choice centre backs of Athletic Club, Yere Alvarez, the most informed player, one of the most informed players of Athletic Club, is suspended for this match, and Inigo Martinez is doubtful. They are the first choice centre back of Athletic Club Bilbao, so they will be relying on their second choice centre back. So that's the advantage we will have. Benzema will have to take advantage of it because Yuri Alvarez and Inigo Martinez is a really solid partnership in the center of the defense. I wouldn't say the same about Paredes and Vivian. They're okay, but they can be get at. And I am expecting Real Madrid to at least score two goals this match. Hopefully, we score two goals and keep our concede. We don't concede more than one goal. I cannot even say we will keep a clean sheet because the way our team has been defending in the last 3 4 matches, it doesn't give me any confidence to say that we are going to keep a clean sheet. So hopefully we can score at least two goals and concede minimum maximum one goal, so we can come out with 3 points, three really valuable points. Let's check out some stats from both teams right now. Okay, oh yeah, the coach of Athletic is everyone, as everyone knows, former Barcelona player Ernesto Valverde, a really good tactically astute coach. So it will be a really great fight, tactical battle against Carlo Ancelotti and Ernesto Valverde. Head to head in the last looks like 27 matches. We have won 19, drew 5, and lost 3. In the last 3 matches in San Mames, we have won two of them with the scoreline of 2-0 and 2-1. As I said, yeah, I am hoping we score two goals minimum this match because we are going to concede, I think. And we have lost 1-0 in one of the 3 matches, the last 3 matches we played against Athletic Bilbao in San Mames. So that's it in the head to head section. Let's check out some stats from both teams. Let's check out some stats from Athletic Bilbao. Top scorer is Guruzeta with 5 goals, and Inaki Williams contributing 5 goals, and Oihan Sanchez with 4 goals. So these three players will definitely be starting, and that will be our. We'll have to keep an eye on all of them. The attacking four of Athletic Bilbao are potent and a potent attacking force. They are fluid with Guruzeta, Anaki Williams, Nico Williams, and Oihan Sunset. They have a potent attacking threat, but we have to keep this threat to a minimum so we do not concede more than one goal. That's all I am going to say. In the assist chart, you can see Nico Williams, Oscar De Marcos. Oscar De Marcos, I don't really think he's going to start this match, but we'll have to keep an eye on anyway. Goals plus assist, okay. Shots on target, let's check this one. Guruzeta is per 90, he gets 2.3 shots on target. Raul Garcia, he's a thug, but I expect him to come as a substitute, so we'll have to worry about him less. And Inaki Williams with 1 shot on target, so we have to be careful where we let them get those shots because they're going to get their shots in anyways, but we have to minimize the areas where they can get their most dangerous shots in. So that's that. Big chances created. Alex Berenguer of Athletic Club 6, Oyan Sanchez 5, and Icar Muniain 4. So Oyan Sanchez is the one who will be playing in the most dangerous position, number 10 in that hole in the half spaces. We have to be the most concerned about his playmaking, how he will be orchestrating the game from that position and combining with Nico Williams, Inaki Williams, and Guruzeta. So we have to be really concerned how we deal with Oihan Sanchez. Chances created Alex Berenguer, the most 25, Iker Muniain 24, and Oscar De Marcos with 23. Now let's come to dribbles. Iker Muniain with 1.9, Nico Williams with 1.7, and Oihan Sanchez with 1.3. So as we can see, Nico Williams a really tricky winger, and Oihan Sanchez he is nothing to scoff at. So their attacking potential is great, really good. And with a coach like Valverde, we have to be concerned and be ready for it because we cannot go into this match unprepared, really, or else we are gonna get spanked again like we got against Villarreal. I think those are the most of the stats that I would worry about. I would take a look at, and let's check out some of the overviews. Athletic Bilbao, of course, has they have played one more match, and that's because I think we went and played in the Spanish Super Cup. That's the reason they have played a match more than us. So it will be their 18th and it will be our 17th match. So I hope that we are mentally and physically more prepared for this game because we didn't look like we were prepared physically or mentally to go against an opposition like Villarreal. When we played Villarreal in La Liga, we were totally shredded to bits in that match. We didn't look like winning that match in any point in time. For the whole 90 minutes, I felt like we were the second best team. And in the Copa del Rey, for the first 45 minutes, it was the same story, even worse, where we were really, really lucky that we didn't go 3 to 4 goals down. 3 to 4 goals down, really. We were really lucky. We could have lost that match in the first half. So, in this match against Athletic Bilbao, with a really hostile crowd behind our back, we have to keep in mind that it's we are playing for the league now. We cannot keep losing points. We have been losing points since before the World Cup. We lost against Rayo Vallecano after the World Cup finished. Now we almost dropped points against Valladolid. Then we lost points against Villarreal. Now it's Athletic Club. The opponents are not becoming easier. They are getting harder and harder. After this match, we have to play Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey. So we have to just get on with it. No point in just whining. We have to get on with it. We have to get that psychological part really. We have to dig in. We have to dig in deep and get the points on the board. It doesn't matter if it's a beautiful football game or not, because we cannot play beautiful football when we are playing every 3 days against tough oppositions like Villarreal, Athletic Bilbao, Atletico Madrid, Real Sociedad. We cannot expect the team to have the best physical condition after every match, because every match is going to be a battle, a war, and we have to come out of these battles with 3 points on the other side, and that's what all that matters. I don't expect a really great match, but I expect the team to give their all, leave it all on the pitch and get the results, so we can keep the pressure on Barcelona. And when Barcelona loses points, because they're not going to win all their matches, we capitalize and we go ahead. That's the point. Of course, we want to win the La Liga. I don't care. Really, I want to beat Barcelona to this La Liga, and so I think that we need to win these matches, and then when the Champions League comes, so we will have to concentrate on the Champions League too. So it becomes even more difficult when it's Champions League matches midweek. Then you have to play La Liga during the weekends when our squad depth isn't good. We have players like Mariano, Odriozola, Hazard, in which players Ancelotti doesn't keep any trust. Ancelotti doesn't trust any of them. So the squad is really smaller. Real Madrid squad is really small this season. We cannot really, I can say, just replace the most important players, because we don't have anyone sitting on the bench that we can just bring in and they can perform up to that level. Only in midfield we have a couple of options. In defense, we have nothing. If Mendy is injured, we have no backup. Nacho can do a job. Okay, I will give you that. And right back position, Carvajal and Vasquez both are really below average to average. In defense, Rudiger hasn't impressed. Rudiger has been really below average. So I am really worried whenever Alaba and Militao are not ready. And in goalkeeper position, we have some depth. Of course, Lunin is a capable second. In attack, we have no depth again. Benzema, no one after Benzema. There is no deputy. Vinicius, Rodrigo is good when he plays in the left wing role. I will give you that. But on right wing, we have nothing. Asensio is not great as a right winger. Rodrigo is not great as a right winger. So we cannot really rely on anyone on the right wing side anyway. So our right side is totally like disabled. At right back, we have Vasquez and Carvajal. On right wing, we have Rodrigo and Asensio. So our whole attack is dependent on the left side. We need to be more centralized too. Our midfielders need to create more opportunities, create more chances for Benzema, so Benzema can get on the score sheet. He needs to get on the score sheet more. He needs to get his confidence up. We need the Ballon d'Or form Benzema from last season if we are to have any chance in the La Liga and the Champions League, and that's what I'm hoping for because the kind of form that Vinicius and Benzema showed last season, we really need them back. They are the pillars of our attack. Without them, our team is really mid-table level when it comes to the attacking threat. We have nothing there. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, you have enjoyed it. See you next time. Hala Madrid.